So this is going to be a different spin on what my usual videos are, and I'm going to be calling it What's Inside My Three-Tier Tray Dollar Tree Edition. And I suppose I could have emptied it all out and started from scratch, but in the interest of time, I thought I could just walk you through everything that's inside the tray because I did have to play with it and change my mind quite a bit throughout this process. So to begin, we'll start with the top tier and work our way down. I have one of these metal decor words that I purchased in a 3-pack from the Dollar Tree. I also decoupaged this little bottle that I had in my craft stash, and I have it placed on top of a Dollar Tree candle for some height and elevation. I also DIY'd this little heart-shaped embellishment that I made out of a Dollar Tree door knocker, and I just wrapped some beads and gingham ribbon around it, and I have it placed on top of that little card. Also in the back, you'll see that I have one of these Dollar Tree boxwood ball greeneries, and I just have it placed in the back for some filler. And down in the middle there, that's a paperweight. It's a heart-shaped paperweight, of course, from the Dollar Tree. And last but not least is this 4x6 canvas that I turned into a deck of cards by using some vinyl on my Cricut. Moving our way down to the second tier, let's just start with the star of the show, which are these little lighted LED heart-shaped lights from the Dollar Tree. And I just have it tied around the tier and I place the battery pack in the back. Then these are those little Dollar Tree fortune cookies that came in a pack of 10. I just added it in as filler. I also have one of these ceramic tea light houses from the Dollar Tree. This was a puzzle piece that I purchased at Family Dollar, and it was like a powder blue. And I really liked the saying on it, and I liked the fact that it was a puzzle piece. It just didn't go with my color scheme. So I painted it with some chalk paint, and I redid the wording with some vinyl. This is a soy candle from the Dollar Tree, that came in one of those tin cans. This is a riser from the Dollar Spot at Target with a Dollar Tree candle that I placed on top. I wrapped some red jute twine around it and I stuck in one of those paperweight glass roses on the inside, and I have it on top of the riser with some table scatter. Also threw some table scatter into the back of that ceramic tea light holder. I have this box decor from the Dollar Tree that I DIY'd using that same gingham pattern napkin that I decoupaged in the first tier on that bottle. I also applied it to that box decor, and directly to the side of that, I have this little love sign from the Dollar Tree as well, and I have it in the back hiding the battery pack. So for the final tier, I have this little mesh fairy light tubing. I have it just tied around the bottom tier. I just tied it off to the back and then just popped the battery pack and tucked it inside so that you couldn't see it. I have another one of these fortune cookies that came in a pack of 10, and I have it placed on top of this Dollar Tree candle here as more filler. I also have that Bless Your Heart box decor from the Dollar Tree, and this was another little DIY project that I created, just placing a vinyl using my Cricut. I don't even remember where that block was from. This is a little ceramic family decor signage from the Dollar Tree that I just have placed inside the tier to place the hugs and kisses on top for some height and elevation. I threw some table scatter inside as filler. I also have one of these hearts. This came off of one of those hanging decor art pieces from the Dollar Tree that are connected and like a trio. There's like 3 or 4 hanging from some ribbon. And so I just pulled them apart and tucked one in there to cover the battery. Then I have this Target Dollar Spot mailbox that I DIY using some vinyl and a little embellishment from the Dollar Tree that I have propped on top of this little box here for some height and elevation. Then last but not least, I have my little battery pack tucked away in the back from the little mesh tubing fairy lights. And I have this little watering tin that I doubled as a planter by just throwing some Dollar Tree florals in it. I threw some white roses from the Dollar Tree, and I have it in the back there, camouflaging the battery pack, and that's all she wrote. And there you have it, a really quick overview of my three-tier tray Dollar Tree edition. And honestly, guys, my intentions were to steer away from the traditional typical Valentine colors with the reds and the pinks and such. I was going for the more neutral tones with the black, the white, the buffalo check, and maybe pops of red. And it ended up being much more red than I anticipated, and I'm totally okay with it. I'm loving the way that it all came together, and I hope you like it as well. This is sheer proof that this can be achieved on almost a non-existing budget. You too can put together a fabulous tier tray with Dollar Tree items. If you like these kind of videos, please do not hesitate to give me a thumbs up, and I will be back in the future with more tier tray stuff.